quite some reaction to an interview I did with Sam Uffindell about a deal.
You've sold 20 million under value, and then you're coughing up another 29 million on the wharf, and then you've got to relocate these fishing boats. It was a really unfortunate day for Tauranga and a really unfortunate day for the ratepayers who have to stump this up.
Well, a rotten deal, it would seem to me, between a Christchurch property developer and the Tauranga Council. And the deal involves the vendor, who didn't put the deal to open tender, the council paying $25 to $30 million to build a wharf for the people who've bought it at what was already a $15 to $20 million discount. It seems remarkable, and I said we'd try and get hold of Mahé Drysdale, the Mayor of Tauranga, to see what on earth is going on, and he joins us on the line now. Mahé, welcome, nice to have you back.
Good morning, Sean.
Look, on the face of it, this deal, I'm sorry, and I'm going to use the word, just sucks, doesn't it?
Look, I'm not supportive of the terms that were negotiated, and I don't apologise for running a critical eye over it.
Critical eye?
I can tell you that the current council would not be signing off on the deal at the current terms.
Interesting. They had a choice. They decided not to take that choice.
Serious question. My understanding the land wasn't up for sale. This wasn't.
Yeah, look, I'll give you some context. Look, it was costing the council around about $1.5 million a year to run it.
Question no one has asked is, where has the debt come from?
This was signed off, Mr. Drysdale, by, I understand, your current chief executive.
Well, it was signed off by the commissioners. A deal this size has to go through governance. But
why are you having to build him a marina?
Good question, and whether we should be investing as a council into wharves is something I don't think should be a risk to the ratepayer. And that's where we are. But we've got.
There's no risk here. You're getting done up front.
Well, we have been, but now
$1 million a year. You could have not done this deal and financed the loss of $1 million for the next 20 years.
What's that? Sorry.
You say you were losing $1 million a year on it, right?
Yeah, 1.5. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you've lost about $40 million, and the fact that you're going to have to pay for the new wharf, and you've undervalued the sale of the asset by $20 million. That would have sustained those losses for 20 years at least.
Want to limit what it costs to build those wharves, so that it doesn't cost $30 million. The deal is it's up to $29 million is the commitment to council, and that's where we've got to work with the developer to get the best outcome.
How did the developer get the deal? How was he chosen? Because it was closed tender.
Yeah,
who picked him as the lucky winner of the property lottery?
Yeah, look, it is. It does. It doesn't look great, and as I say, it wouldn't be a similar decision by the
No.
council.
If it doesn't look great, can we look into it further? Because I'm sorry, with this amount of money involved, I think a lot of people will be questioning, it's possible someone took a backhander or a bribe, and I'm not accusing anyone of a crime, but you say, it doesn't look good. Well, because it's not good. How did the Christchurch developer get offered the deal?
How did they get the deal? Because we, as a collective, would have paid market rate for it.
Well, he was. My understanding is they approached the commissioners, and the commissioners saw a way to get out, and that's the decision they made. But look, I'm not here to defend the decisions they made.
Well, I'm sorry, that's not quite good enough. How did they approach? How did they know to approach the commissioners? How did they even know the land was even up for sale? Did they personally know the commissioners or the chief executive? Was there a prior business relationship involved? I think these are relevant questions that the people of Tauranga, the ratepayers, deserve an answer to.
Yeah, look, both. There's two developers, Sam and Rupert, and both of them have strong ties to Tauranga. So it's.
Are they mates of yours? You're using first name basis. Do you know them?
I've met them through this process.
Did they know your chief executive or your commissioners before this process?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Would you like to be aware of that? Whether or not...
Look,
because I'm sorry, and I'm not casting nasturtiums here, I'm just saying you'd want to make sure that no skullduggery has gone on, wouldn't you?
yeah, look, I'm confident there's no skullduggery has gone on.
Okay.
However, it's something that, you know, as I say, I can see the reasons that they did. I don't agree with that, but you know, that's for different people make different decisions, and I can tell you that the current council would not support a deal like this.
All right, Mahé. Look, and I haven't got time to get into your council building thing, which people have just been, my inbox has been flooded with people telling me how rotten that deal is, but we'll save that for another day.
All right, no, good to talk, Sean, and always happy to
Pleasure.
discuss things.
Cheers, mate. Mahé Drysdale, the Mayor of Tauranga, good on him for fronting. And I want to point this out. We rang him yesterday, he said, I'm on today. And that is accountability. That is good accountability. Thank you very much indeed for that. Mahé Drysdale, the Mayor of Tauranga, was that an adequate explanation for you? It all seemed a little, oh, well, we didn't like it, but then there we go. Well, that's what we've got.